Happy President's Day, everyone. Welcome to our team Zoom. Today is Monday, February 18th, 2019. Wow. This month is flying by. We have Paul, who is in Orange County, California.
Yes. Near LA.
With our friend and sister, Christine. Welcome. We have people from all over. Paul, you don't have a very good, you have those ugly red bars that are saying you don't have much service, just so you know.
Yeah, remember when you were in San Quentin?
Those are the vertical bars. Those are vertical.
Oh, it's different. I thought it was new technology.
Am I lined up? Should I just hold it like this?
Yeah, that's perfect. That's
perfect.
Good.
There you go.
Okay, just stay like that.
So we have a lot of great people. Hi, everyone. Waving to everyone. All right, so let's get this call going. Hey, Paul, do you want to open with anything before we get into all the announcements and everything?
Yeah, first off, I want to thank everybody. I see quite a few people on the call here who kind of chimed in and know that I lost a really good friend last week. And life's lessons. We can't, convince everyone to use wonderful technology. I'm not saying, we don't know. Nobody's crystal ball. Well, some people have a crystal ball or know, feel very strongly too about where people would be if they just drink our stuff and smear it on their skin and be open to, doing that versus or in conjunction even with other things. It's really tough. It's really tough, especially when you lose a friend who's younger than my buddy was a month younger than, and just was talking to him, texting with him the day before. So I really appreciate all the support out there from people that posted on in my memory of him, but my little memory post of him. Because no matter what, that's just how life is, and we just have to honor everybody and their agency.
Hey, Paul, you know what? I'm really glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because I've seen some kind of things out there that have been bothering me a little bit about people not honoring people's agency. And, it's like you said, you loved him through this. He said no to you about the drink. He said no. And Paul stayed by his side over these couple of years while he has suffered, and he didn't push it on him. He didn't shame him. He loved him, even though he wouldn't take the drink, and he lost this really great friend. But I watched Paul support him and said, that's what this is all about, is honoring people's agencies. Not everybody. We're going to lose people, you guys, but don't lose them with your heart and your friendship and your love and your whatever. Don't lose that relationship, whether they say yes or no to a SIA. I'm just so glad you brought that up, Paul, because that was right on my mind. So thanks. Go ahead.
Thank you.
And you know what?
We also,
I was just going to say, just to add to that, when you have a disruptive technology like this, that's, maybe 15 years ahead of its time, in a certain number of years, when people, first it's going to start with people trying to get their health back. They're going to reach for a SIA, and it's going to be, sort of way more well-known. And then at some point, maybe in 5 years or in 50 years, people are going to be drinking a SIA to prevent their health. So, as a doctor, you look at patients, and the ones that you want are the ones that want to prevent things from happening. And those are the ones that are, a little more visionary. I don't want to say smarter because I don't want to insult people who are, have other thoughts. So it's either you're going to try to prevent getting health problems, or you're going to spend a lot more time trying to get your health back. But there are going to be plenty who don't want to do either. And you just have to honor it. And just know that now, because we are way ahead of our time, we are going to lose more than we save. And it's difficult, and it's, we chose this business, and how many have we lost? And it is so tough, but we have to just sort of be visionaries and say, you know what? People just aren't ready sometimes. And I'm not always that nice. I want to say people aren't smart enough yet. And then I want to say people aren't ready enough to be smart. And I don't want to say that either. It's just that people aren't ready because it's new. And we're just looking for those who are open to the possibilities.
And you know what? When you guys hear us saying like honor their agency, as Paul said, as we've said, if you haven't heard Tyler Norton, our founder, that's what he says. He has said to us for a long time, because we used to in the beginning get upset and get angry. Don't they see they're dying? They're going to die, doggone it. And it's like, and you get mad at them. And we saw families splitting apart and friends breaking up because we didn't honor their agency. So honor whatever their decision is, yes or no, in or out, love them regardless. Because it's their life, and we can so that was just really important that I saw Paul love this guy, even though Paul knew in his heart what we could have helped him. It wasn't for him. And so Paul just loved him. And so.
Exactly. Next time around, Paulie, next time around.
Yeah. It's what it is. And, on the other end of the spectrum, another thing you guys can do is use our products and use them, as they're designed, as take as much as you need. It's going to keep you young. And here's another end of the spectrum. Just recently happened last week as well. It was kind of interesting. It was about the same, I think about hours after I found out about my buddy. But my cousin in Thailand, who were getting ready to, I just enrolled a couple of weeks ago. He was excited because he said, I think I'm going to have about 20 people at the launch event. And we're ending up going out there to Bangkok to attend the event and support him. And he said, he goes, you know what I've been showing people? And I said, what? He goes, I've been showing them your picture. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, because I've known you my whole life, and look at the difference, how I look and how, all of our, most of our relatives, because I'm older. He's 3 years younger than me. And so, again, and I do it. I didn't think of it, I didn't think to market that, market, oh yeah, let's look young, but that's what he's been doing. And I guess it's been working. So be a testament of the product simply by using them, making sure you're rubbing it on. And just like Foster and Terry there, another true story. You guys probably remember Larry Arias. He was on the cruise with us, I think once. He's out here in Southern California. And he had called me after a call like this and goes, I just can't believe it. You guys all look so amazingly young, and he does too, because he's been using the products, but he had kind of unplugged for a while, but he's now trying to, he's like, this is like unbelievable proof. So be a definite testimony to the product. Make sure you guys are using it, because you'll have wonderful experiences in that department as well.
I can't believe you brought this. It's so funny, because now Larry said that we had somebody that reached out to us through somebody else and said, hey, this guy's trying to get in touch with you. He was in our business, and I don't know, he left like
7 years ago, 8 years ago?
Yeah, 6-7 years ago. Left. He was actually introduced to us through just Burtis and Tyler being here, and somehow, but anyway, ended up in our business, but didn't do anything, left, kind of disappeared. And then all of a sudden we get a message that he's trying to reach us, and please reach out to him. Got in touch with them within 5 minutes, signed in our business, because he met a big deal who now wants to sign in his business. He's like, I'm in. And we were like, wait, you got to drop out. And he's like, no, I dropped out. I dropped out a couple of years ago, literally like signed his resignation, his termination. So within 5 minutes, when we keep saying people are coming back, people are noticing. Mm-hmm. Patients at Foster's, they're saying, you're still doing that stuff? Oh my God, it's gotta be, look at you. And like you said, look at you. I think I need to take a look at that. So we've been saying it's gonna happen, and it is. So those of you that are new, you're in at a really good time. And those of you that have been in, better get back in touch with those people, because they're coming out of the woodwork every week.
Go back and talk to everybody you've talked to over the last 8-9 years, because if you don't, somebody else is going to enroll them. Just go back to the beginning of your Genie list, go through your cell phone, get some sort of text message that just says, you know what, this thing is just really taking off, just like we said, can we talk? And then just put in your text messages, just put in A, and then all the A's will show up. And then just go B, and just go one at a time, cut, paste, put it in, and maybe it'll take you a couple of hours, but you will get some new people. Watch what happens.
Awesome. Thanks, Paul. Thanks.
Remember, we didn't have much to talk about tonight?
I know. We got to get going now.
Exactly. What we're going to do is throw Paul Tyra on. It just doesn't stop.
Thanks, Paul. Jump in if you have anything else. Hey, guys, did you know so that the monthly health professional webinars, they've been discontinued, but you can still listen to those past webinars. I'm going to give you the archive site, but there are about 24 different healthcare professionals available webinars for you. So we keep hearing, oh, we need to hear the doctors speak. We need to get the doctors on. There's 24 of them right there. Like, those are people say, I don't know what to send. People are still sending like same things from so long ago. You have so many new tools that are there. So I just want to show you, I'm going to paste this in here. Okay, so I'll just hold on. Let me copy and paste that in. Then I'm just going to show you. So to everyone. Okay, so there are about 24. There's your Health Pro webinar, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to take you right there.
No, that has a question mark on the end of it.
I think that's the way it shows up here. It's not? Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Oh, I'm always doing something wrong here, aren't I?
No.
No?
The link actually works because it didn't include the question mark as part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as part of the link. It doesn't include, yeah, you can click on.
It's okay? It worked? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
So, good. All right, hold on. So I'm going to go to this page. And I just want to show you guys what this looks like. Let me share my screen. Sorry, dogs. Okay, can you see that, Paul? Health Pro webinar. Check this out, you guys.
Yep.
So if you go to this website, look at the archive. So first, if you just click on this here, it's going to show you, just look at autism webinar. These are the ones that are like on this front page. These are all doctors. View more archived videos. And you're going to see, again, from health professionals. Let's see here. And look at all these amazing health professionals from all around the world talking about ASEA. Oh, I think, who's that right there? Great doctors, different health professions, look at Dr. Samuelson. Use these. Go look at them, you guys. They're amazing. Let me show you. There's another one. There is, get this out of the way. I want to show you, this is the Business Builder. You see this one, Paul? Business Builder webinar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, same thing. So these are business builders, different ones that are talking about how to build their business. So again, tips from Trish. There's just Denny. There's great ones on here. Lorraine from Australia. Click on the archives and you've got business builders talking about the business. So again, use these. So you want to know let me just stop my share here. And I will type in that webinar, the one I just showed you for the business builders. And these again from A-Team Support. I'll put here. Okay, so again, different ones. Go check them out. And even if you don't use them, you will learn things. You will learn things to say to people. You'll learn how, again, that's how we learned. That's how I learned, was by listening to the Paul Tyras and the Dr. Foster Malamids. Listening to them, that's how I learned this business. And so there's nothing better. I think that's just the best way, really. It's about duplication. If we're watching these fantastic people that know what they're doing, and we watch what they're doing, and we repeat what they're doing, we are creating duplication. Let's not create confusion and reinvent the wheel. The wheel is there. Did you want to add anything to that? Or Paul, anything?
No, our wheel is awesome.
Okay.
It's wheelie awesome.
It really is. Okay. Let's see. Oh, so again, remember, don't forget. Again, we've got so many webinars, so many Zooms out there, and I see people creating their own. Again, you know what? All the diamonds have gotten together, even with corporate. So there was a Tuesday night call. Corporate said, listen, we need Tuesday nights. The field gave up Tuesday nights, so that corporate could have them. Then you see other people creating Zooms and webinars, competing with it. People can only watch so many Zooms and webinars. Follow the people that have already climbed the mountain. Stop going off and watching all these things. It's just creating confusion. You've got them here. So Tuesday night, this is a good one. I can't wait to go and see what Chuck Funky has to say.
Chuck Funky, I think.
That's
I think
right.
it's Chuck Funky.
It is. It is. So it's emotional highs and lows are a part of life for all of us, and leadership can bring its own special brand of peaks and valleys. As a leader, how can you go beyond riding out the lows to smoothing them out, and why it's so important? So it's weathering the highs and lows of leadership. So it's right there, asiaintouch.com. That's the go to that. So that's tomorrow night. That is 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. And you know what? Check it out. Go to these. Really, really important. And I can't wait to see what, Chuck's brilliant. So that's tomorrow night. And then, of course, again, why would anybody do a presentation on a Thursday night when you have Alan Noble, Discover ASEA? You've got that right there on Thursday nights. You've got that one, which is amazing. Again, it's really, I think Alan does a lot with, he has leaders on there. He does interviews. He talks about the business. Alan always puts in things about the product. So again, great webinar. We have all these webinars every night. We have archived ones. Don't wait for live ones. These, when we say get people to events, live, you got to get people to live events, but get them to these. Well, if you have a prospect, say, I really want you to watch this webinar. It's with this doctor, or it's with this business builder, or this athlete, whatever it is, and use them.
Exactly. As Paul Tyra would say, don't be a tool, use a tool.
Right.
We learn from the best.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Did we want to talk about this?
No.
No.
Do you have the link to
what?
Durkin's webinar from last
Yes,
week?
let's talk about MJ. So how many of you guys were on the webinar with MJ last Wednesday night it was?
Last Wednesday night.
Yeah, it was great. Awesome. People really excited. If you want to talk a little bit about it.
Yes.
Okay.
So we had over 150 people on that webinar. Great response. He gave us great information. How much was I doing wrong? 100%.
We were.
I did everything wrong. I went back and I looked at my pages today and it was like, okay, I got to start over. So
we do.
So we signed up with the program as well as the other, 20 something people who signed up.
Yep. 25.
It is amazing what it is I've been doing wrong. It's amazing what we've been doing wrong because we don't know. We're just copying what other people are doing, and why not learn instead from an expert? So the link to watch the rerun of the webinar is on ASEA Trek Central.
But
Everybody knows how to get there.
While you're talking, I can pull it up.
Now, he made an offer to us last week. I beat him up a little bit today. And I said, okay. I said, we put this link up, and now this link is going to have this offer just for the first 25 people. I said, so what are you prepared to do about it? And he said, okay, the offer for all the free bonus things. And I started looking at those today, and they're really going to help our business. It's already helping our business in the last few days. Yeah. It's good until this Friday midnight. He's going to offer for everybody who signs up for the program to get all of those free bonuses. And I have a couple of the books. The W Your Contacts book it's a classic. It's amazing. It's not just about, talk to your UPS driver. It's solid network marketing theory and how to build your business. And I told Terry, it's like, what? I'm reigniting the business. And the bottom line is I am not getting this business in front of enough people. Yeah. And it's like, and I watched on one of his videos, he was doing it for another company that shall remain nameless, but he was doing it in front of like 1,000 people. And somebody said, how do I motivate my team? Wait, I'm going to pull up my notes because they're right here. He said, how do I motivate my team to start doing this stuff? And he said, your job is not motivation. He said, your job is find people, invite them, share a tool with them, and then sponsor them.
Follow up and sponsor, yeah.
Your job is not to motivate. He said, motivation comes from motivation experts,
like MJ.
Speakers, books, online. That's where you get your motivation from. He said, if you just start enrolling people who find, invite, share, and sponsor. And you just keep doing those things. Those who want to become leaders, they're going to become leaders, and they're going to be turned on to the speakers, to the books, to the videos, to the YouTubes, to the ones who are at corporate, the ones that corporate sponsors. So don't worry so much about being the perfect leader. Just find, whatever those 4 things were, find, invite, share, and sponsor. That's your job. And if you keep doing that and use the director builder bonus, it's an amazing way to start getting your business growing.
Yeah. And the fast forward. Yeah. And I am loving looking at our fast forward leadership board. Wow. Congratulations. So many of you guys are in fast forwards, and I am excited. I love it. I've never seen that many people are in fast forward. So you know what? Whether you complete it or not, you are a winner. And Foster and I, the last 3, we have not completed. But we just
keep doing them every 2 weeks. And whether we get 2 or 3 or 4 people and we only get 600 points, wow, we didn't make 800 points. It's okay. The team keeps growing, and we are not losers. We are winners, and we're just missing that particular bonus, but our team keeps growing, and it just keeps us motivated. It's awesome.
Yeah. So, yes. So don't be a motivator. Don't be a motivational speaker. That's not your job. Your job is to find people that want this, enroll them, and duplicate. Duplication. Stop reinventing the wheel. Oh, gosh.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Drop the mic. Let's see what this was here.
Oh, wait, real quick. We had a Jose Alexander Clavijo Valandia. Can you tell he's from Colombia? Went from associate to director 700 very quickly. Yeah. This guy's tearing it up in Colombia. And for those of you interested in Colombia, Colombia is now like officially on fire again. It is amazing to watch. The leaders down there are doing an incredible job. Their persistence has been amazing, and they are being rewarded. If you know people in Colombia, let us know, and let's get them to presentations.
Yes, and that's him right there. So that Jose, he has 2 people qualified for his fast forward with 900 points. I mean, come on, how awesome is that? So he's just rocking it. So way to go. Does anybody have any questions at this point?
Before we get to the highlight of the moment, which will be our inspirational speaker.
Yes, I can't wait for that. I think we've got everything, all the musts. Remember, if you guys are looking for events going on in your area, even if we're not having them here, go to your back office events calendar in your back office. Look for events there. Also, you can go to A-Team Support, look for events there. And what we're really suggesting is, if you need an event, you want to have an event, and you're on our team and we can't get there, we can do Zooms. Somebody just asked us, I responded, hey, we can't get there that day, but we'll be happy to Zoom in and do the presentation for you. So use the Zooms, use us, just get out there and do it. So let's switch gears here, and let's bring on for the first time, and it's Brian LaSusa. He had just came in here because his daughter had a condition, and Foster turned his daughter's life around, but then Asiya came in, and he has just plugged in. He's got a why. He's like just doing this, and it's just so fun to watch somebody that comes in with such heart, that he has the heart of our team, and is just excited to be sharing this with people. And he just became a Director 700. Was that last week?
A couple of weeks ago, absolutely.
Director 700. And
Bronze is next.
Yeah. So, Brian.
So without further ado, should we unmute him? Let's discuss this.
Hey there.
Wait, let us pin your video so everybody can see you.
Oh, that's cool. There you go. Where is he? Did you pin video?
Pin video. There he is.
Hi, Brian.
Hey guys, how are you?
Great. You're doing so awesome, and we're so happy that Foster volunteered you.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
Thank you for being here. You're doing an awesome job.
Well, listen, it's because of your support. So you're taking me by the hand through this, and I can offer you my enthusiasm and my being able to be a student along the way. So I enjoy that, and I appreciate all of your help. So thank you very much.
Awesome.
It's an honor.
Take it away. We're going to mute ourselves.
Okay. Well, let's see. Well, first of all, I don't know that they're on here tonight. I don't see them, but I would like to congratulate John Brockhausen in Florida and Diane Huzar here in New York on becoming new associates. We had a conversation with them a couple weeks ago, so they're doing well. And also we're going to be talking with somebody, a friend of mine in Pennsylvania tomorrow, who's going to be joining as an associate as well. So very excited to have them on our team, and excited to help them along the way. So anyway, yeah, and it's funny how you had mentioned how I didn't necessarily volunteer for this talk tonight. I was volunteered, but that's okay again. But it was interesting how he had mentioned, and also I believe it was your sister Jenny, Terry, mentioned how I could use something that I use with my students, because I'm a 6th grade teacher as well. And I do often talk to them about things beyond the books, beyond what they're learning academically, and socially being a much larger piece to their educational development than anything else. And it may be something that you've heard before, but it's something that's very important to me and to my students and to my family. And it's simply called the 1090 rule. I've got these signs all over my room. They're just pieces of construction paper for reminders for the kids and for myself on days that I need it as well. What is the rule? It's pretty simple. When we know that life happens to us in different ways, it's not always going to go the way we would like it to. But we have to remember that occurrence is a mere 10%. And what the other 90% is how we respond to that 10% that really makes the difference. What this means is that we may not be in control of things that are happening in our lives, whether it's sadness or grief or an unfortunate circumstance. We are in control as to what the response is to that event. So as far as ASEA is concerned, you may share your experiences with lots of people, and some are going to jump on and some are going to shoot you down hard. But that 1090 comes into play with quickly recognizing that the getting shot down and getting frustrated, as bad as that may make you feel at times, it's only 10%. It's that response to that experience that's the most important piece, because it's how you grow, not only in the business, but as a person. And you got to remember, for every time that 10% tests that 90%, you're also going to have plenty of times in life where that 10% is going to organically produce the result that you're looking for, which will, again, make that other 90% that much easier to enjoy. And I know how I chose to use my 90% when Foster introduced me a while ago at this point. And aside of being married to my beautiful bride for almost 22 years and having 2 wonderful children, this has to be the best response of that 90% that I've chosen in my life. So I again, thank you guys so much for that. And there's one other little piece that I share with my students, even as young as they are, and I'm going to give this to you very quickly, and you may have heard this as well, but it's an important one. It's a poem, and it's simply called The Dash, and it's by Linda Ellis. And if you'd permit me to read it, I think you'll enjoy it. It says, "I read of a man who stood to speak at the funeral of a friend. He referred to the dates on her casket from beginning to the end. He noted that the first came the date of her birth and spoke of all the following date with tears. But he said what mattered most of all was the dash between those years. For that dash represents all the time that she spent alive on earth, and now only those who loved her know what that little line is worth. For it matters not how much we own, the cars, the house, the cash. For what matters is how we live and love and how we spend our dash." So thinking about this long and hard, are there things you would like to change? And for you never know how much time is left that can still be rearranged. If we could just slow down enough to consider what is true and real and always try to understand the way other people feel. And be less quick to anger and show appreciation more and love the people in our lives like we have never loved before. So if we treat each other with respect and more often wear a smile, remembering that this special dash might only last a little while. So when your eulogy is being read with your life's actions to rehash, would you be proud of the things they say about how you spent your dash? So, and this resonates with me, why I'm choosing to share it with you, is that the importance of this whole journey for me is all about helping people. And I know that for the most part is all of us. But I pride myself, as you know, at this point, by being someone who's known to wear his heart on his sleeve, be it good or bad, because life's about people and those interactions with one another. And while, yes, this product provides an amazing financial opportunity for each of us, which is incredible, The reason why that's true is because of the human connection we have with other people. And this ASEA experience empowers us to establish positive, healthy relationships with people by sharing our special experiences that have enhanced our lives so that we can better the lives of those other people. So remember your 1090 rule in times when you need a lift, business-wise or personal-wise. And also, please remember to continually reflect on how you're spending that dash. So thanks for having me, and be kind, everybody.
Yay, I love that. That
You
was
see
awesome.
why he belongs here? That is the ethos of ASEA.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Brian. I am so glad I forced you.
You did.
That's why they actually named me Forster Malmed. We just spell it differently.
Anytime. You guys are great.
Such a great lesson. And you know what? Was it as scary as you thought it was going to be to have to talk?
No, I think the scariest thing is, because I talk in front of people all day, especially little, like 11-year-olds, but I think the scariest thing is seeing my face while I'm doing it. That's the scary part.
Yeah, you got to get used to that.
So.
That was awesome. Could you post that on ASEA track? Would you mind doing that? That would be really awesome, because I know people are going to ask, and that's a really, really great home and the 1090, you know, it's like just a great lesson. Thank you. This is why we love this, guys. Whatever it is you want to share. Listen, Brian didn't want to share. Foster forced him to, but within an hour, he texted me, he said, my lesson's done.
Yeah, I had it.
Same night, and one night he said, my lesson's done. So
we love the hyper-vigilant.
Yeah. It's okay, whatever it is, whether it's your story, whatever it is you've heard. Get out of your shell and take your time to share.
Very true.
It's the time, because guess what? If you're going to be a diamond in this business, you got to learn to talk to people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And this is a safe place. So I think that was awesome, Brian. He'll post that on ASEA track. And so who's going to volunteer for next week? Here we go.
While you're deciding, so Brian, a lot of people have spoken about this. I know Terry Latham and Alan Noble, and so the dash that you're talking about. So when you talk about being diamond, it's not so much about the glory, it's really about the story. Yeah. And so if you think getting to diamond is a cakewalk, that would not be true. I don't see Paul's face up here, but we're all laughing because it is the hardest thing that you will ever do. And that's sort of, we could call it the dash to diamond.
Oh, there you go.
Because you see the glory, but the story is what made us who we are. And our story continues to evolve as we get towards higher ranks, as you all will as well. But that dash to diamond will make you a different, better, stronger person. And that 90-10 rule, it's about not reacting, instead responding in a kind way, and try to always use, the lessons from the Anatomy of Peace and what is the person going through who's saying or doing whatever they're doing, and just honor their agency and respond in a kind and loving way. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Yeah. And Brian and I were just, and it's so funny, right? Yeah. That's how this business is so crazy. It's like with Paul, I had no idea what he was going to talk about. Brian and I were just talking about some of those things, and about, having that heart at peace, and seeing things that maybe we, don't resonate with us, but don't feel like it's the heart of ASEA that we see out there, and kind of having to, it's growing through it. But Brian and I were just talking about that, because he's seen some things that Foster and I had to deal with throughout the years that we've learned. And I had to kind of give him that lesson today to kind of, don't let those things distract
Don't
you.
react. Don't get distracted.
Yeah.
The more we get distracted, the less we're able to talk to other people and bring them this gift.
And I said to Brian, we lost an hour that we can never get back on other people's negativity that's out there. So exactly.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Brian. That was absolutely awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so I see Lynn Chapaniak has offered to do next week. And again, Lynn has done it before. Thank you, Lynn. And anybody else want to raise your hand? Because I love hearing from Lynn, but she's done it before. So if nobody else wants to say, I'll just do it, that has never done it before. Never done it, because I know everybody, the same people raise their hand. Go ahead and just say, I'll do it. And if not, we're going to hear from Lynn Shapaniak, and she's awesome.
Okay.
Okay. So does anybody have any questions, comments about today's lessons, today's stuff? And if not,
okay,
we're
get
gonna
on MJ Durkin's webinar and see
yes.
Trek Central.
Yeah.
Remember, we don't make any money from this.
No.
It's we're just steering you towards a guy who's going to help you to help more people. You will make more money by helping more people, and you have until Friday midnight to be able to get those extra bonus things, which are really awesome. One is just teaching you how to close. Yeah. How many people, when they get to the end of a presentation, they say, should you enroll or should we go get a beer? Yeah. Right. So it teaches you how to do it. And you can still get them to enroll, close them properly, and then go get your beer. And then with your fast start bonus, you can buy the beer.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, we heard of all of the triple diamonds. What's her name, Pastor? Triple diamonds that all
triple diamonds. Right.
A bunch of the leaders signed up for this from last week. So guess what? If you have triple diamonds that are saying, we need to learn this, that we see value in this, that's a clue.
Yeah, they had 6 triple diamonds enrolled with his program.
From last week's program,
I would say that's stuff that has value.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, if you didn't get to see the webinar, the link is there. If you don't get the link, just go to ASEA Trek Central, you'll see it, and then you can email. But like I said, he has all these like specials that go with that he only gave to the first 25, and because we asked him, he extended
him. We didn't ask him. We told him.
You told him.
I told him.
Okay.
Exactly. It's like, if you don't want your neck to hurt, you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Pal.
So make sure to get on with Chuck Funky tomorrow night. We have Thursday night with Alan, and there's plenty of things on there.
Go tell more people.
Yeah.
Go say less to more people.
And start your fast forward. Do your double bonus director bonus. Yep.
Exactly.
And let's do it. All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks,
everybody. Thanks so much, Paul.
Bye, Christine.
Love you, Christine.
Bye, everyone. Mwah.
Take care, guys.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Lynn.
You're welcome.